Chasing shadows in the darkest maze. Footsteps echo in the empty hall. Mysteries waiting on our call. Bigfoot stomping through the pines. Aliens sending secret signs. EVPs in the dead of night. Ghosts dancing in the pale moonlight. Paranormal for what we bring it to you. Truth behind the veil, gotta pursue you.
All right.
All right. Guess what? We're finally on.
Yeah.
My dog starts barking.
We're only 11 minutes after, not too bad.
No, it ain't too bad. We're
Like
going to do it for 2 or 3 hours, right?
Well, I don't know, but I'm hoping we get a lot of people chatting with us, talking to us about this, because what's going on right now, Jason? What is it? What is it we're talking about tonight?
It's something about Bigfoot. I don't really know, but
That big feller, that hairy one,
maybe.
yell and hit sticks against each other in the woods.
Yeah.
That guy throw rocks at you, but he don't want to hit you.
Well, it's not just about Bigfoot, because I mean, everybody knows what's going on that follows Bigfoot and looks for Bigfoot and is Bigfoot crazy,
or just follows us on Facebook, right? A new film just came out.
Oh yeah.
And it's supposedly sometimes later this year that it's actually going to be out for everybody to see it. Reinvestigating the Patterson-Gimlin film. And, just getting what everybody else that didn't get to go to these premieres is getting, right? So that's all. We haven't got to watch the movie.
No.
Just like most of these other people have not got to watch the movie. But hearing what some of the people who did get to watch it has said, I call BS. That's what I call BS. And that's just me. But we're going to go over a lot of this different stuff tonight. And don't get mad at Jason, because he's going to play the opposing side for a while. He's going to be the bad guy. So you're either team Dave or you're team Jason, for this episode.
I'm sparkly. I'm the sparkly one.
Wolf. I'm a big giant wolf.
No, you said I'm playing the part. I'm about halfway playing the part, because we're going to be talking about the film, not if Bigfoot exists or not. Right.
Yeah. This has nothing to do, because we both believe Bigfoot exists.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen him, but there's just way too much evidence out there to say that Bigfoot does not exist. Just way too much.
But this film, to me, this new documentary, from what I've heard, from what I don't know how many podcasts I watch, and I watched the ones where
right that's it.
Do what?
So that's your downfall right there. Now,
well, I watched the one where the guy actually went and seen it. I think his name was Harry Man Podcast or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually got to go to the premiere, and he seemed so disappointed. Not about the documentary, but about the film, the original.
Yeah,
film.
the Patterson-Gimlin film.
Yeah.
Again, as far as I'm concerned, hey, overtly overstocked Oscar, how you doing? The way this new film that's come out is going to have to completely 100% debunk it. Not with some crazy he said, she said, they said, his mama's grandmama's dog's aunt's uncle told me such and such. I want hard evidence. because and later on we'll get into it, but that film has been looked at by so many people, not only scientists, but also film experts and everything else. The original Patterson-Gimlin film that everybody's seen a billion times, and it's been debated since it came out. I mean, it's never not really been debated. Well, we both do believe. Hey, Ruth, we don't both believe that Bigfoot's real. Where we're getting is with this new film that come out, is the Patterson-Gimlin film a hoax or not? I'm on the side that it is not a hoax, and they would have to bring a lot of evidence to the table for me to prove to me otherwise.
Yeah, and I feel there's enough evidence. I feel there's enough evidence already to prove it was staged.
I mean, I could hoax it tomorrow.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter. It's not 1960. I'm just saying.
Let's just start. Let's start from the first, and we'll go through the original sighting, and then we'll try to get into some of this other stuff. Okay.
Yep. Everybody that's out there that's listening to us, go ahead and post in there. What do you believe? Do you believe the Patterson-Gimlin film's real?
Yeah.
Do you believe that it's not? Do you believe that this new film might bring something that makes it not? Let us know.
Oscar says the film, the Patterson-Gimlin film, is amazing. It proves that they're out there. Well, this is what we're talking about, Oscars.
Yep.
This new documentary that has premiered and is going to be released tells a different story.
Well,
it's got a lot of family members. It's got a lot of film experts.
The way I look at it, yeah, well, we've got a lot of film experts that says that Patty's real, that the original's real.
I'm talking about I ain't gonna get into it right yet till we, because that's a surprise, sort of. If you people haven't been following it, right?
The new one, Ruth, isn't. It was only out for a select viewing, so only a very few people have actually got to watch the new movie that's just came out. So we're going off of what some of these people have said.
Yeah,
we have not got the movie. Will not come out for everybody else to see till later on this year. So then we'll get to see it. And like I said, the burden of proof is on them.
There was so many people in the film that the guy said their eyes teared up.
Yeah, that guy said.
Yep. I mean, he watched the film, so I don't know. We'll see when we look at it.
Right. All right. Just because the filmmakers were suspect doesn't negate the film itself.
Yeah.
I believe that.
You hear some of the hard evidence here. I'm saying hard evidence, right?
I'm saying it's speculation.
You're saying it's bunk.
It's speculation because, well, we'll get into it. We won't ruin it yet, but it's all speculation.
Well,
because they haven't debunked the original one.
We'll start from the beginning when this thing first started up. So October 20th, it was 1967. Remember that number. Remember that year.
Means nothing.
It does too. I'm telling you.
I could get filmed right down today. I bet you I could go online and get film from 1965.
Could you use it? Could you use it?
Yes. They still have it. I'm sure. I guarantee you.
I don't know. This was never mind. Let's go through this.
Frankie says, "What does AI say about it?"
I don't care what AI says about it.
I don't know. I don't know if AI has got a chance to compare the two. I know AI says that the original Patterson-Gimlin film is more than likely real.
You know, I watched a video. I started to send it to you, but I hadn't yet. It's about some of the the Hollywood, costume makers in the
Mhm.
60s.
Mhm.
And it shows videos of some human like, or not human, but realistic like costumes that they were making back in.
I sent you a video this morning of a guy that says that he was in the industry at the time, and that's bunk, that they couldn't make them.
That's what he said, right?
And he was in the industry at the time.
These people were too, one of the biggest names in the industry.
Yeah, he worked for all the big names. So again,
Me and David ain't going to argue. Maybe we're still going to be best friends after this.
Yeah, we can have differences of opinion. I just
He might
think
get a little loud.
the Patterson-Gimlin film is real. They've got to prove that it's not.
I'm not saying it's
And he
not.
said,
I'm
she
just
said,
saying
doesn't do it.
I'm doubting it right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm doubting it.
See, I haven't heard anything yet that's made me doubt it. It's made me doubt the validity of why these people are coming out now. I bet you if you looked at their banking accounts, they ain't got no money and they're doing this to get money. And all the people like us and all the people that are listening to this are going to make these people millionaires.
That's a good point.
Running to watch this film.
That's a good point. I believe it. I mean,
I think it's money
all
motivated.
about money.
Yeah, I really do.
But here's where it starts. The forest of Northern California back in 1967. Two men walk into the wilderness with a camera. I don't know why. I guess they were
hunting Bigfoot. They already had sightings and everything that had been told to them that people had seen something like that in the woods at that time.
Yeah.
So they were going to try to capture footage of a Bigfoot.
So two men walk into the wilderness with a camera, a purpose, and a belief. What they bring back isn't just footage, it's a mystery. And it'll divide the world for generations.
Yep.
So a towering figure, which is Patty, walking upright, covered in hair, moving with a strange, almost human rhythm, and that it turns and looks back. And we asked, was that real? Did you?
It's real.
We'll see. When we get before the Almighty Creator, whoever that is, whatever it is, it might be a bolt of lightning that's somewhere up in the sky, but I think they'll know. That's what I'm going to ask them. I'm going to say, hey, man, is this Gimlin film real?
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to say?
He's going to say, yes, it's real. Dumb, and go hit you on the forehead and say, man, I thought I made you better than this. You're smarter than this. You could put 2 + 2 together. It ain't 4.
So Oscar says, Patty looks nothing like we've seen before.
Yep.
The video that I watched, it was showing how they made the boobs of this suit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in the 60s when they were making some that looked familiar. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I believe in Bigfoot, but I don't know if this film's real. Go ahead, David. Take us away.
Footage was captured by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin. They were exploring Bluff Creek, right? But now this wasn't just a random encounter. They were actively searching for Bigfoot, which is exactly what I just said. They had studied reports, tracked sightings, and believed something was out there. Now that day, everything changed. There's a large figure appeared along a dry creek bed, moving calmly. It wasn't startled. It wasn't aggressive. It was just walking. Now Patterson reacts quickly, pulling out his 16mm camera. Now the footage is shaky, raw, and imperfect, but clear enough to show something extraordinary. The figure walks away, long strides, arms swinging naturally. Then it turns. And in that moment, the encounter becomes something more than just a sighting. Everybody starts questioning it. See, Ruth says, if I say it's real, then it's real.
That's right. I guess I'm
Let's see.
chopped liver.
Arms of Patty. Well, that's another thing. The legs are short, the torso is really long, and the arms are really long.
I mean, you can recreate that stuff.
Now, yeah.
Back then, somebody was smart enough to do this.
No, because why didn't they do it?
They did.
Why'd they do it for a film that didn't make no money?
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you would have done it back then and you would have hoaxed it, you would have done it for money.
Yes, I do believe it would
have been money motivated, just like I believe this new movie
motivated, and
right. Then they would have sold the technology because they were money motivated. Yes,
they were money motivated.
They never got
the existence of Bigfoot.
They never got a lot of money for that video.
They're still getting royalties from it.
Yeah, but it's pennies, man.
How do we know that?
Because they told about when it was showing and all the places that it showed at.
I think anybody that uses that footage in any documentary or anything pays them.
I don't think so. I think
a royalty.
I think so, since it was done in the 60s, I think it's already surpassed the fact where you have to pay royalties for it.
Not if they've, redone it. I don't know. I'm here to put some question in it. Okay.
Well, of course, that's what we said at the beginning.
So let's talk about the man behind the camera.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going? Well, to understand this film, you have to understand the man that was behind the camera. Roger Patterson, he wasn't a scientist. He wasn't a professional filmmaker at all. I mean, he was driven by his belief in Bigfoot, and he truly believed it existed. And he wanted to prove that it did exist to the world. He wrote about it, he spoke about it, and he invested everything. Sorry, the dog's barking. Everything he had into that pursuit. But that pursuit came at a cost. It was financially a burden. He struggled. He didn't have backing, funding, or stability. Just his determination. So at home, he had a wife and children, and they depended on him. And who would later inherit not just his name, but the weight of his story. And then just a few years, after the film was captured, everything changed. Mr. Patterson became seriously ill in 1972. He died of cancer. He never saw the debate unfold the way it would. He never had a chance to defend himself or explain what really happened that day. Excuse me. And he really didn't. He had 5 years after the film was made? I mean,
yeah, he died of cancer.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yep. Well, and then you still have someone that's still alive.
You do, and he's doing pretty well, I think. I mean, financially.
He's not also going out there saying, "Okay, we faked it."
Really?
Yeah,
Is he saying that?
He's never said that they faked it. He's still going out doors.
I heard that Patterson, on his death when he was dying,
now that's he said, she said, bull.
Yeah, I know it is. I know.
So, it has no place here at all.
I heard. That's what I said. I heard
that his mama's, grandma's, dogs, aunts, uncles, grandma said that he said this. That doesn't mean nothing, man.
I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying I heard it from a unreliable, unknown source.
Yeah, you slept it.
That he gave a confession before he died to his family.
It's funny that the one who's still alive is still touring, still talking about them, and still talking about this day.
Why wouldn't he? I mean, he's making money. Why
But
wouldn't he?
if his partner actually said what you said that he said on his deathbed, he would just go ahead and just disappear.
Well, I think they might have had a little disagreement. You know, that could happen. That could happen. I'm just saying.
You can have a
Apparently,
disagreement.
Ruthie says, apparently, from what she just read, the walk is impossible for a human to make.
We'll get into that. Because there's some things about that
I just read Oscar. Read it. I can't. I'm laughing too much.
friends, his junk is dang, makes no effort. Taking more care. Yes. Right.
Oh, Lord.
And that's another thing. I want to see someone make this costume today. This costume. Recreate this costume today without AI, without movie, just get shit out of their house and make it.
You know, it's like saying we can't move the pyramids, the blocks in the pyramids today like they did back then.
Well, most of them.
Is this not a good analysis of the pyramid blocks couldn't be moved today, but they did it. Somehow they did it. Is that not good?
Well, I think that's a different debate altogether because, you know, there's people who say they used 10,000 people to pull one block, right?
I don't think they did that. I think it was maybe there was alien intelligence involved in this film. Hey, Steven.
Steven, how you doing, buddy? Didn't want to miss this. That's all right. We're still just barely into it because Jason and I keep arguing, so we haven't gotten far.
Yeah. We're not actually.
Remember, everybody. Remember, Jason does believe in Bigfoot.
Right? I do.
We're just taking two separate stances on
the film.
Is the Patterson-Gimlin film debunked now, or is it real? That's it. So, you know, don't go after Jason. Don't give him any hate mail, because he believes Bigfoot. You know, he does believe Bigfoot's real.
I believe Bigfoot's real, but you know,
see, Jason is easily dissuaded.
Right.
He's just too nice of a guy, and I am you know, just too nice of a guy. Admit it.
Bigfoot. Maybe Bigfoot will make his presence known to me now that I'm sort of rumbled by this new documentary.
Yep, and I believe that too. So this topic talks so much between me and my partner. There's so much here to discuss. I don't think it is. I think it's a family that is broke, plus all this after, you know, Meldrum passed, right? They waited for Meldrum. Why is that?
You're going to say that they edited his response and everything on this film, right?
I'm going to say that the film itself, where they debunking it, could be AI.
Oh.
I don't know it's money motivated. I know it is because I know all of us, the believers and the non-believers, are all going to watch this film just to see what it is that they say.
And it's going to turn some heads by the believers. I mean, they're going to sit and wonder if that film was actually real. I mean, I am. I believed it until I've seen the reviews and listened to everybody talk about it and what's in the documentary.
Well, for me, I just I don't think that, you know, was this Chucky say, do either of you guys know how many times that film has been checked by other people? You talking about the new one? The new one? I don't think it's been very many. They've kept it close to their chest for this making of this new documentary. So I think once it gets out and more people get to look at it, then this new quote unquote piece of evidence is going to be scrutinized. And I think that that's when, we're going to actually find out more about if it's real or not.
Yeah. Chucky's got a point, and I agree with him. I mean, the only analyst that's ever said anything about this is the film guy from Boeing that said it was dated 1966, but that's the only thing I've heard.
Yeah,
I want to see that film. Yeah, the original is online.
Yeah.
And this film has turned it upside down, Stephen. It's crazy.
Yep.
Phone call.
Yeah.
It is. Stephen says the original Gimlin or Patterson film is the number 2 most studied film besides the JFK.
Yes. No, that's a fact. And it has more people saying that it's real than that says it's not. The thing is that there has been people who say that the gate is very possible, but it has to be very well trained to try to get it. And they don't think that they could get it exactly. But then there was also, on the other side of that, after the Patterson-Gimlin film was made, other people went in behind them and cast the tracks that Patty made. So, when you're talking about, Mr. Jeff Meldrum talking about the film, he had it in 2 parts. He got to see the trackways that were cast, and he's seen the film. So, just my 2 cents.
67 Ruth is the original, or the one that they say is the real one.
Yeah. You see Stephen, he says, exactly. Say it louder for those in the back.
I hear him. I'm just talking about the film.
I know. That's all we're talking about. I know.
Well, tell us the evidence of the original.
So for decades, the Patterson-Gimlin film has been analyzed in extraordinary detail. Now, researchers have slowed it down, stabilized it, enhanced it, and studied every single frame. Now, some point to what appears to be muscle movement beneath the surface of the figure. Subtle shifts that suggest weight, structure, and something more than just fabric. Now, the proportions stand out as well. Long arms, broad shoulders, a stride that does not quite match human biomechanics. Then there's the way it moves. It's not stiff. It's not exaggerated. It's natural. It's almost too natural. And at the site, footprints were found. Large impressions deep in the ground, consistent in size and spacing. Now, to many, this wasn't just footage. It was the closest thing to proof that they had ever seen.
Well, let's talk about the footprints for a minute. I've seen casts of these prints that they took.
We've got one here in the video.
Perfect. Near perfect.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people cast near perfect prints. If it's in the right substrate, you can cast a near perfect print.
It's hard to believe that these casts that I've looked at of the original and plus the one you've got, I mean, it looks too perfect.
But what do you say about all the thousands of other casts that Jeff Meldrum had that were also perfect?
Well, I
And
haven't
Jeff
really
Meldrum
seen the ones that he's looked at. I've seen,
got the
other ones
largest
that
library of footprints in the world.
well, that people around here, that the cast that they've took and I've seen is really not really
Look at
deep.
our substrate though. It's mud, it's rocky soil, so you don't really get very deep impressions. Our soil is a lot more most of the time it's a lot wetter than a lot of other places. And so if you don't do it right, you're not going to get it. But you're not, if you get that hard ground like we have here in East Tennessee, you're not going to get that perfect imprint. You're not. But you got to think where those trackways were. They were in soft, sandy soil along that waterway. So you are going to get that kind of, footprint.
Well, I mean, they looked perfect. The ones I looked at. I'm just saying a little too perfect that from the ones I've seen.
Go online and look at Dr. Jeff Meldrum's cast, all of his casts.
Yeah.
That he's collected, that people has given to him. And the biggest majority of them are pretty perfect. Now there's a lot that isn't, but he could still see the certain things that are in that footprint that says that it cannot be human. And that's that mid-tarsal break. And that's not something that most people even knew about until Dr. Jeff Meldrum started talking about that mid-tarsal break. So how would someone hoaxing it know to hoax and put a mid-tarsal break in it?
Well, wouldn't the anatomy of the ape or gorilla be the same on the foot?
Not always, not necessarily. No,
Would they not have that break?
No, I mean, yes and no, because it makes it to where it could grip.
Yeah.
But the size, the shape, the morphology of the foot, that's what Dr. Jeff Meldrum done and was foot morphology and stuff. And he said that this is, perfect with that. And some casts were so perfect that they even had dermal ridges on them.
Yeah.
And they were not human dermal ridges.
Oh, Steven says you're right, David, and so does Chucky. He says you're right.
Right.
We'll see.
Well, I mean,
We'll see.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there, man. Like I said, I think that
Oscar says gorillas do have that break. So if this guy studied, footprints of gorillas, anybody could make a cast.
Gorillas' feet are like this. There's very few that you see that are like this. Most of them you see look exactly like a human print.
Yeah.
Almost, just bigger. Gorillas' feet look like this right here, though.
Okay.
So if they were going to fake a gorilla print, then why would they not put that thumb out to the side like that?
Because it wasn't a gorilla, it was Bigfoot.
I'm just saying, yeah.
The word Bigfoot made them think of a human foot with the tarsal break.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Right there. They could have thought of that. I'm a genius.
Yep, that's it. That's it. In fact, always 2020, Jason. No, this new documentary, Stephen, is not out yet. They said that it's supposed to be released sometime this year, but it has not been released yet.
I can't wait. I think David's jaw will drop. I'm just betting man, so that's what I'm betting.
I will take that bet because me and you've had many discussions, before we even had this show. And I think that their proof of evidence must be pretty high. And I mean, I want to see the suit.
They burned that suit.
Yeah, supposedly.
Because,
but see, if I was going to make a lie up, that's exactly what I would say. The suit doesn't exist. It got burnt up. I'm just saying, if I was going to lie about something, I would make a good lie. Now there's no evidence.
Right.
There was no evidence.
Except for the new footage.
No, the new, you said it exactly. The new footage. Yep. It's new. All right.
Old new footage.
The
recently discovered footage.
I guarantee you they took a old camera, old film, and reshot it.
But this suit looks just like.
Of course, you could. Yeah. Nowadays, you can make that suit. So yeah, I'm sure that someone did it.
Well, let's get to the hoax theory.
That's all you.
That's all me. The hoax. So Dave was talking about all this evidence, but for every piece of evidence, there's got to be an explanation. There is an explanation. Like they lost the moon landing. Yeah.
They did.
Critics argue that what we're seeing, it's not a creature, it's a performance. A man in a suit. They point to the circumstances that these two, the Patterson and Gimlin, were already searching for Bigfoot.
Oh, hold on, wait. So that puts anybody that goes out and searches for Bigfoot hoaxers. That's exactly what that is.
If they are fame and money hungry.
Anybody that's doing it is after not the fame, but they're after the ability to say, I'm the one who found this creature. I'm the one who
believe that there's researchers out there that all they think about is money and fame.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to.
And I know you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do.
There's people that's doing investigations,
but they're not out there making suits and hoaxing it. We've got AI now, man. AI could do it for you.
I know a couple of them, and you do too. That is just pure nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Two men were already searching for Bigfoot.
Yep. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, Stephen, you're right. They were already. Go ahead.
I said we're not against you, Jason. We love you, buddy.
I know they're already, but these people are already interested in trying to document this thing.
But we are too,
right? But this is in the 1960s, man.
Okay, the Native Americans have been for 10,000 years.
The dark side.
Yes. Go ahead, Jason. I keep stopping you.
There's an argument over the motive of this. Financial struggles, for one. They needed for recognition, too. And then there are the claims that a man named who? Bob Hieronymus. Mm-hmm. We all know him, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got
that for years. I mean, for years. He's told this for years. Not just came out with it, but for years. He's in the suit.
Yeah, and he has that suit. That suit has nothing to do, doesn't even look like it. He still has the suit. At least he didn't burn his. I mean, and he's also told like 4 different.
He says that the encounter was staged, is planned, executed. To skeptics, the explanation is simple. There's no unknown species, no mystery, just a moment carefully created and captured. Mm-hmm. So there's that's a little bit of evidence of the hoax.
Again, he has also told 3 different stories over all this time. His story has changed 3 times.
Well, he's in it for the money too.
They all are.
Yeah,
everybody wants their 15
I do believe that. I know you're right about that. It's all for money,
right?
But I'm saying at the first part,
Robert at least had the cojones to show the suit
when this was when this all began, I do believe it was for money in 1966.
Yeah, I don't believe it was. No, I just believe that they came across something spectacular and they did what any other researcher would have done. Look at my footage. There wasn't YouTube or anything back then, you know.
Right.
Only one way to bring it out.
Okay, Jason, non-believers. This is just on the film now, Ruth, not on Bigfoot.
Yeah, he believes in Bigfoot. He
I believe
does.
in Bigfoot. I really do.
And he's on the fence on the film. He ain't fully one way or the other, but he's teetering really hard.
I want to wait
on the
till I
rock.
see it, right? I want to wait till I see it before I go full hoax or full, that's bullshit, bull crap.
Right. Bunk. I think it's bunk. I think it's a money grab 100%. And time will
Let's
tell.
talk about the family.
So what makes the story different and kind of gives it a little bit of weight is what happens after the film. This isn't just about footage. It's about a family left behind. Now, for decades, the Patterson name has been tied to one question. Was he telling the truth, or did he create one of the greatest hoaxes in history? And that question didn't stay in documentaries or debates. It followed his family. Now, into interviews, conversations, and everyday life. Now, years later, Patterson's own son has spoken publicly, and what he says adds a new layer to the story. He believes his father may have staged the film, not out of malice, but possibly out of desperation. He was a man trying to succeed. He was trying to provide, trying to leave something behind. And that's where this becomes more than a mystery, because now you're not just asking what's in the footage, you're asking who Roger Patterson really was. But you're also asking who Gimlin was, because he would have had to have gone along with it. Just saying. A believer who captured something credible, or was he a man who created something powerful enough to outlive him? What do you think, Jason?
I'm on the fence.
Mm-hmm. Growing up knowing your father is either responsible for one of the greatest discoveries ever or one of the most convincing deceptions, that's not just history, it's personal.
Yeah.
Again, I think the son needs money.
Well, the mother, you might be right. I mean, the mother is supposedly the one that told the son. I don't know.
And that's more, he said, where's the mama at?
Yeah.
Where's her statement?
I don't know, man. That's what we all want. Yes, you're right, Oscars, to be remembered.
Right. Doesn't change the facts. Right. Overtly says, I would think they're more like Harry and Peterson. Nice. Right. See, Steven says mother didn't want anything to do with it until there's money involved. Hey, Paul, how you doing, buddy? That's all right. This is going to go over the hour for sure, because
we're having fun.
Jason and I have been having heated debates already. So, and everybody in the chat room has had heated debates already. It's fun. We're having a good time. So, and I want to reiterate, Jason believes Bigfoot are real. No hate mail over that, please.
Yeah.
And the fact that Jason is just saying that from what he's heard from people who have listened or watched the movie, he's starting to wane on thinking that maybe it is a hoax. So, hey, Jason, how you doing, buddy? Overtly says it's not a debate in my family.
You think it's real? She said she thought it was real, right?
Yeah. Well, not to discredit his parents after all these. That's what I believe, Paul. I believe that, and I believe that it's money motivated. I think that look, since the people
After
who watched it have started going out and putting out all this stuff, and they've said, "Hey, this is, definitive, and this puts everything in question," and blah blah blah. I think that it has lit a fire on both sides, right? I think that the people who are diehard believers that this film is real, because forever we've had tons and tons of professionals tell us that it's real. It can't be faked. So we have those, and then we have those people who have never really believed. And so all these people are going to go watch this film because they are going in there for one reason or the other. And I think that this is going to be probably one of the highest grossing documentary Bigfoot films, because it's so controversial that everybody's going to watch it just to see what the heck's going on and what everybody's talking about. That's my opinion.
Here's some information that I don't know if you know this or not, but the son and the mother hadn't spoke for years. They were, estranged, I guess. I don't know, but they hadn't spoken for years. And after this film came out, or the premiere, the mother wanted the son to come over. And from what I've heard, they were back in the mix together,
Hey, Roy.
They were completely, like she said, for him to come over, and he said, "Really? Yeah." And he said, "Don't," and he didn't even call. He just went over. And I guess they made up and all this other stuff. So, but they hadn't spoke for years. What was his name? Nick Patterson, I believe. Ruth wants to know, did they get new footage? Supposedly,
they found hidden footage that's been put away, right? So this is if everybody's old enough in here, and most of us probably are, when Geraldo went looking for you know what I'm going to say, right?
You got to bring Geraldo into it.
Well,
right?
I mean, it's the same thing, right? You're trying to just capitalize on a name that's already big.
He didn't find nothing, though, did he?
He did not. And I think that's the same thing as this film. It's not going to be nothing. It's going to be bunk once people see it. Bunk. This is what I'm going to do with that film right here. I'm going to watch it. It's going to get blown up. I'm going to take the AR.
You talk about the suits back then, right?
Yep.
They weren't up to par.
No.
But you put that
the same thing. They've always said it. That's something that's always been said.
You got to take some other things into consideration too.
What?
The camera, the shakiness of the camera, the distance, the timing. You can sell anything.
Shakiness out of it. They've cleared up the video. So all of that doesn't exist anymore. The video you see now has no shakiness, and it has been de-blurred and everything professionally. That's why they can see the muscle movement underneath the hair.
That can be recreated.
Yeah. Well, why didn't they do it for Planet of the Apes then? Which was a very high budget movie.
I don't know. Maybe they weren't smart enough.
Exactly. Thank you.
Some people could be smarter than those people back in that day.
Then they would have been the ones that were creating these things on screen.
We're talking about 1967, right?
Right.
These guys were already trying to make it big in the Bigfoot world.
Everybody that has a podcast.
Suddenly, boom, got a film of Bigfoot. Nobody else has ever captured a footage good as that. With the equipment that we have today, we can't capture that footage.
Right time.
Oh man, I I'm on the fence.
I'm not, because again, I say anyone that's on the fence, go make the costume, get yourself filmed, and then we'll talk about it. Don't go buy a costume. Make your own, because it would have had to been made by themselves. They would have had to have made the costume. So make your costume, and then we'll film it and we'll see. I'll find some 16 millimeter film and we'll film it. And we'll test it. We'll make it to the test. We'll test this theory. But you got to be able to make the costume first. Because that's what they're saying, is that these two men had to make the costume. Because if you go putting other people in it, then you have more people that can say, oh no, I'm the costume maker. I'm the guy that made the costume, or I'm the woman who made the costume. So these two men had to make the costume themselves. You don't have anybody that's ever came out that says, hey, I'm the costume maker. You've only got Dum Dum that came out that says, I'm the one who wore the costume. Right? I mean, honestly, he come out and said, I wore the costume. Well, who made the costume then?
I think Ruth scolded me in the
chat. I'm just saying, who made the costume?
Maybe the person that made the costume has passed away, or recent, maybe they don't exist anymore.
Maybe they never did, because it was never made.
We don't know that.
We do, because no one's ever came forward. Obviously, Dum Dum got mad because he supposedly didn't get paid for wearing the costume, right? Dum Dum, right? So if they couldn't pay the guy to wear the costume, they probably couldn't have paid the guy to make the costume. So that Dum Dum would have been like, hey, I made it. Someone would have came forward by now. So I want to know who made the costume. Or Patterson-Gimlin, man, they are just proficient costume makers.
Well, I can't wait till they analyze this new footage. We're going to see what it really is.
Yep, we will.
You can see a toupee from a mile away.
Yes, you can. And people who do that hairspray stuff too.
So we're going to tell you, this new footage, they found it in 2024. I'll go ahead and say they found it in 24. Mm-hmm. They didn't find it in the woods. It's not from a new sighting. It was in a locked safe. And this is what's in the documentary. This footage is. The safe was sealed for decades and only opened after the death of a man named Norm Johnson. So, as his daughter, Teresa Brooks, went through his belongings after he passed, she came across something unusual. It was this reel of film. Mm-hmm. It was unlabeled, but it wasn't just any film. So they say, right, David? And Norm Johnson wasn't just anybody.
I still want to see the chain of custody of this supposed film. Just because it was found in, okay, he had it, but he was dead.
He had ties to the Gimlins and the Patterson.
He was dead, so he couldn't speak up for it. We're getting hearsay from his granddaughter.
His daughter.
Or his daughter. It doesn't matter. I mean.
Well, let's just talk about Norm. He worked at Boeing Film Lab.
That means you can't be a liar, right?
Yeah, he went through what, the Secret Service security checks. I don't know. He had connections to people that was involved in this original Patterson-Gimlin footage. He had those connections, which means this. Go ahead.
I just say supposedly because I want to see the connections.
Well, I want them to analyze this. So, but this means that this reel may have been sitting there and hidden for nearly 60 years.
May.
Stephen, oh Lord, even those people high up lie about what's happening nowadays. Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, you're going to have to prove to me that this wasn't still shot 2 years ago.
Well, they developed this footage.
Mhm.
And it revealed something that did not set well with people. It was a figure walking through a wooded area, moving in a way that felt familiar. But here's the detail that changes everything. The film is dated in 1966. It's code dated in 66. And David's argument, tell him your argument. Go ahead. I know you want to.
Oh, no, go ahead. You finish, and then I'll tell them.
So this film that they shoot or that they show in the documentary, it's 40 seconds long, and it was supposedly shot in 1966 by the dating on the film, 1 year before the famous, Patterson-Gimlin footage was ever recorded. And what some believe they're looking at is it's a rehearsal of the original Patterson-Gimlin film. What's he showing here?
Original, still in the box, unopened 1960s Dynachrome film for a 16 millimeter camera that you could buy right now for $22. So prove to me it wasn't filmed 2 years ago.
I can't. I mean,
That's right. No one,
whoever can analyze it can.
no, they can't.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't
Because
think that
it's going to be
the
on
film would
original.
have faded at all? The negatives would have faded at all during those
Well, I mean,
16
if
years?
so, then the full film would have been partial film, and only part of it would be visible. Unless he was this guru he supposedly was, and he had it sealed in a vault that was airtight and it didn't degrade. But see, that's not come out. That only part of the film was good.
Right. 40 seconds of it. 40 seconds.
Yeah, it came out that they developed it and was able to watch it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out more in the following months, I do believe.
Yeah. Like I said, though, I've been saying it forever, and that's what I just wanted to pull up, just to prove that you can still buy 60s era 16 millimeter film, and you could go to any shop. I've seen them all over the place. Any place, and buy those old camera, buy original old camera, put that same original 16 millimeter film in, have a guy go do whatever.
But the suit looks just like Patty.
Well, nowadays we have the technology, Jason. We can do it.
You know how much money it would cost to mimic that?
You know how much money it would have cost back in the 60s to do it? Remember, these are people who had no money. We already talked about the fact that he was eking a living out. Would he have had the thousands of dollars at that time to do it?
I also heard that he had quite a criminal record.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know how true it is. But if this is true, if what I'm saying is true, then the most famous Bigfoot footage in history, it may not even be real. It may have been planned. That's what I'm not saying that it's true. I'm saying if it is.
If that's a big word though, Jason.
Yeah.
If
there's a lot of ifs in life.
Well, there's a lot of ifs, and then there's a lot of for sures, right?
Yeah. And a lot of for sures.
Grab this cup and I'm going to drink it.
A lot of for sures are mistakenly turn into ifs.
No,
or not.
You take a right and know you needed to take a left, right? And then you say, if I would have took a left, I wouldn't be over here on the right.
Well, this footage, I don't know how it got to this filmmaker. His name was Mark Evans.
Money, money, money.
What does Steven say? Even if
Says
the
even if
footage,
the footage isn't real, let's take into account the thousands that have seen this creature. Lots of details when they see it.
I'm
Well,
not doubting that, Steven. I'm not doubting Bigfoot exists. I know it exists.
so
I believe
Stephen, you know, Jason and I talked about this yesterday or the day before, right? When we were talking about doing this show tonight. And one thing that we did talk about, that if there is something in there, and I mean, it's got to be it's a big if for me, right? I mean, a big if, Mount Everest big, it doesn't take away from the fact that these things are real. It just takes that film is not real. If
big question. If
yes, Mount Everest question. If, but you know, that's the problem I have with it though, is that you're going to have to prove to me when Bob Gimlin or whoever gave that film to that man and he decided to put it up for him. There's got to be changes.
I don't know how he would have got that film. I mean, it does say that they do say that he was connected to him somehow.
I know the governor, right? But I've never shook hands with him. But that doesn't put me, you know, there when they committed a crime.
Connected to him.
I am. I live in the same state. I'm connected. Right? Arthur Blackburn, she's over our area. So therefore she lives somewhere in our area. So yeah, we are connected somehow.
Have you connected with her?
Connected could mean a lot of things. Close family friends is different than connected. Connected means, you know, that I know of, or I've heard of, or I've, you know, that's connected. We live in the same town, you know, we're connected. But are we close family friends? No.
Has the original Patterson-Gimlin film ever been accepted by science?
By a lot of scientists, yeah.
I'm talking about, you know,
Dr. Jeff Melton, yes, says it's real. Matter of fact, he even says
universally
that the compliant gait and limb proportions supports the evidence of authenticity.
Yeah, but
he pointed out that he said that I can be short of he is as confident as he can be short of standing on the sandbar with Roger and Bob. That's what he says, that creature in the film is real. Bill Munns, special effects expert. Munns conducted a detailed frame-by-frame analysis of the film, and he argues that creating such a convincing costume with the technology available in the 60s would have been nearly impossible.
Just like the what I was talking about earlier, though. It's
Nearly
impossible for them pyramids to have been built like that.
Okay, well then tell me who the builder is of the costume.
I don't know. We don't know.
Because then that would give us, see, then we're missing a clue of saying that it isn't real. You see what I'm saying? Without that clue, without that person, without the evidence of a costume, we have no evidence saying that it is fake.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. You know, Grover Krantz and a few other mainstream academics publicly supported the film's authenticity. After very careful analysis, he concluded the film is genuine. There was a guy from Moscow. He was a biochemist expert, and he studied the creature's gait and movement patterns, and after careful analysis, he concluded that the film appeared to be genuine. Time and time and time again, right? Jurgen, whoever, right? Human Sensor Meter Control Laboratory, University of Minnesota. Him and his colleagues attempted and failed to get a mime outfitted with LEDs in its joints to mimic the Patterson Bigfoot's gait, suggesting the movement in the film could not easily be replicated by a human. Not that it couldn't be, but it's something that is not very easily done. But then that takes us back up to the top of Jeff Meldrum when he says that the anatomical details visible in the film, such as the creature's compliant gait, limb proportions, as supporting evidence of its authenticity. So you have those two people that are saying, you know, one thing they said is that it's hard for a human to do it. Not that it's impossible. It's hard. But to get that compliant gait is what is impossible. To make it look effortlessly, if you know what I mean. I'm just trying to hit the other side, Jason. You hit that side, I'm trying to just hit the other side back. That's all I'm doing. I'm not
Well,
I'm not,
here's,
you know,
let's talk about some confessions from Bob Heron, whatever his name is.
Hieronymus. Yep,
He
dum-dum.
claimed he wore the suit.
Mhm.
Even if it disputed it, it still's put that doubt in your head.
He also changed the story 3 times.
Yeah. We got costumes that did exist in the
I mean,
60s, but
no-
they weren't up to par with whatever was seen captured in that film. But you got camera shake and distance, they can hide certain things.
But they've cleaned that up.
Then you got the financial burden. The film could have been a way to provide for his family. He knew he was dying. He needed something to help provide for his family.
He did pass a lie detector test too.
Well, we know lie detectors. You can
They're
pass a
not-
lie
yeah.
detector. They're
They're
not
not
100%.
But they could also catch you if you're lying. Unless you truly feel that what you have, what they're talking about is real, right? So you could be delusional and think that the pencil walked across the desk when it just rolled and pass a lie detector test because in your mind you believe it was actually walked across the desk, right? So those lie detector tests go on your belief really more than anything, that you believe wholeheartedly that whatever it is that they're asking you was true or false.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, you got a lot of people that were involved in this film, the original film. These older individuals are in this documentary and they're interviewed, and a lot of them are portrayed as, you know, trusting people that, I don't know, it just undermines the story, the original.
Again, you know, anybody that's looking for their 15 minutes of fame all these years later doesn't, you know, debunk what's already been proven to be real.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, the burden of proof is to prove who made the costume, how was the costume made to make it to where you could see muscle tone and everything else. Those are the first 2 things that they would have to prove to me that it could be made back then. What did they make it out of? And who was really in the suit?
you know, a lot of people say they didn't have stretchable fiber clothing back then, but they really did. That we call it spandex today.
Yeah.
And spandex would, you know, form around that muscle.
Sure would, but then why did they not use it in movies back
Maybe
then?
they did.
No, they
Oh,
didn't.
I don't know. Maybe
You
I
have
don't
tons
know.
of people who said they
But
didn't.
They did have it.
Yeah, but they didn't use it in movies.
Well, maybe somebody said, "Hey, let's try this."
There you go. Now we got back to this somebody. Who is this somebody? Roger Patterson or Gimlin? They
Yeah.
had to have been the only ones to make the costume.
I don't know.
They would have had to been the only ones, because otherwise you would have some other dum-dum going, I'm the one who made the costume. That other dum-dum got in and we hoaxed it all. There's just a bunch of buds out riding horses and drinking beer. And we thought, this will be fun. Let's make a couple bucks. I mean, in my mind, that's what you would have to do. You would have to completely stage it from beginning to end. All parties that are in this would have to be part of it. You couldn't have one person not be part of it.
Maybe those people are
Because both of those men had guns. Both of them, at the time they jumped off that horse, they both had guns, because there was a lot of bears in that area that they were at. They had rifles.
So you think that this other footage is AI?
It could either be AI, or I think that, again, they reshot new footage on an old camera with old film.
And then had the same horse.
Prove it.
And with him on the horse with his pistol out. The footage shows this.
AI could do that. And you could splice in anything from any other film.
Well, you're maybe right. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Splice film. How do you think films are made?
Well, you could cut that out and put it in AI and see if it could recreate it.
No, you could take it out from another film that they had made.
No, this was at a whole different location.
That's what I'm saying. You could take it out of another film.
Just the horse and him out.
Yes, you could take each individual film frame.
What about the background
that comes with it, because it's part of that film frame,
right? And it would be on the new film that they made. You're saying they made, but it don't match.
No, they can splice all that stuff.
Okay, well,
that's how films are made. You could probably ask AI, could you recreate this new footage that's supposedly found on old 16 millimeter film by cutting it up properly and using today's techniques? Could you do it? And I guarantee it'd say yes.
I don't think it could get a different scenery.
Maybe they're taking other scenes from other places that they were filming while they were on their horses trying to look for Bigfoot, and spliced them into this new movie. It's not hard. It's not hard. If you're going to make $1 million, would you do it?
I don't know if it might gross $1 million.
It's going to top the box office for this type of film. I'm making a prediction right now that all the people are going to be watching this film just to see, because of all the hype that's been put up around this now, to see one way or another if this film is what everybody says it is. And this film is probably going to be one of the highest grossing documentary films about Bigfoot that's ever been made.
Yeah, maybe.
Because of shows like this one and all the other ones that are talking about this topic and putting it in everybody's mind. Now everybody wants to go see the film. That's what they want. This is the motivation to make this film.
Why would the family come through against him?
Money. Hello.
Do you think?
Money is the biggest motivator in everything. I mean, that's why husbands kill wives and wives kill husbands. It's for money. You don't think that they'll kick somebody that's already in the grave to get more money? Come on. Hell yeah.
How would you act if your father was tied to the greatest mystery in the world?
I'd be a biggest advocate, and I would be out there promoting this out of it.
So why do we have his son saying
from his son? Everything that I've read says they were estranged, and his mother was even estranged from him.
From the son, yeah. But after this documentary, they kind of got together.
Them together because of the documentary, so then they could both get their story straight and make some money.
I don't think belief pays all the bills.
Yeah, I think lying pays bills. You're right. Absolutely. Those lies pay those bills, baby. And people combine their heads together and they're like, what's the greatest story never told? Wait, the Patterson-Gimlin film is fake. Let's do a documentary on that. And A Star is Born.
Oscar says if her dad said it, she would doubt it.
Yeah, depends on if you believe your father, right?
So the name of the documentary is Capturing Bigfoot, right?
Yep, that's it. And it's supposed to be out sometime this year. From everything that I've read, sometime. They have not got a release date yet.
Yeah, the main evidence is the new footage.
Right. The supposed footage.
Now here's the thing. I know David's going to say something about this, but Dr. Meldrum was in this film, in the documentary.
You could cut that out.
And he was shown. This is from the review that the Harry Mann podcast said that when Dr. Meldrum seen the new footage, he started tearing up and said, I'm trying to think of what exactly he said. He said, that's the same suit.
Maybe we should do that. Do a live watch and reaction live to it.
We should, yeah. That'd be good.
I think
we'd have so much fun.
That'd be great because we'd be doing a lot of pausing and discussing what we just saw. Yeah. I think Stephen, I think that's what we'll do.
We're going to have you on too. We're going to have you on I'm going to try to find somebody else that don't believe in this film. So we'll have 2 against 2.
Yep.
Think about that.
That sounds good to me. Y'all are going to lose. I'm just saying, but
I want you to watch. I want to watch your reaction when you see the film.
You're going to see me look like all you idiots are believing this BS. That's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look like I know my IQ is not that much higher than yours. How are you being duped?
Granted, the person in the suit in the 66 film is shorter than the person in the 67 film.
But it's prequel. How the hell's that? They just had a midget to run in the suit that day?
It was a test. Yeah, it was just a test.
Yeah. And how fluent were they? How good did they run? What was their gait like?
Perfect.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, exactly perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just
almost like they studied the old one to get that gait, right?
So you say.
So I say.
It's hearsay.
No, it's hearsay that
Order of court.
It's hearsay that it's old footage.
Everything's hearsay.
Prove to me that it's not
hearsay
old.
That it's new footage.
No.
Yeah.
It's new footage. Because
it's new scene footage of an older.
Supposed older.
It's supposedly new.
Because again, we don't have how other dum-dum got the film to hide it for 60 years.
Can't believe you named
so his dum-dum daughter can find it and make $1 million off of it.
Dum-dum daughter too.
They're all dum-dums. They're all in it for the money. I mean, I'm sorry, but they're all in it for the money.
Oh, I do believe it's money based.
Every bit of it. I guarantee you sold that film.
I think from Patterson to Gimlin to whoever's doing it now, it's all about money.
It is. It's money motivated. 100%. You will not catch me saying anything other than that. It's money motivated.
He might change his mind after he watches it.
My mind's pretty hard to change. My mind's pretty hard to change, Jason.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go and buy a 16 millimeter camera and some unopened 16 millimeter film. I'm going to get me a Jack Link's beef jerky outfit though. I'm going to put Jason in it. and we're going to recreate it. We're going to say that our great grandpappy found this in an Indian burial mound, and we, went and had it developed, and it actually shows the real footage. See, what do you think? And then we can make $1 million.
I know people that faked it.
Yeah, I think this new film is going to be shown as a fake.
Fish are expensive.
And I'll tell you one thing is, I want to know where this footage supposedly taken. And I want to see pictures of what it looks like right now or within the last 3 years. Because if it looks really close to the same, then I want to say,
well, if it's like you said that it was created by AI, you wouldn't be able to find the original place.
Right. Well, I honestly believe that the majority of it was filmed so they could get this supposed older film. Right. So I'm saying that they recreated it with older film and an older camera, but just today. They just did it 2 years ago.
Could be. But
I mean, I've already
have the daughter saying
money
that she found it in a safe.
Money. Supposedly she found it in supposedly her daddy's safe, that supposedly they had ties to the Pattersons and Gimlin, supposedly, right? We got to take all their words for it. We don't know these people from Adam. It's like saying, I walked with Jesus and helped him carry the cross, right? No, bullshit.
You know what? I was going to wear my new shirt I got.
It's easy when you look back and see things clear, right? That old saying, hindsight's 20/20. It's easy to sit here today and try to recreate that because we're able to say, okay, well, if we were going to debunk this and make this film to where we could debunk this, this is what we have to do. I mean, how long did it take me to come up with the fact that you could buy an old camera and still old, unopened film that you could still use? 30 seconds. My brain said, that's all they do.
I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay. 1, 2. No. So what does everybody think? Arcane Discoveries says they own the rights of it. Of course, they would release it for money. Kids nowadays sell their family's land when it's been in the family for hundreds of years. Absolutely. And overtly, I think that you're right. I think that it is remarkable that there's still discussion on the original film, especially after all the people, all the specialists that have come out and said all the things that they have said over the years, over the decades. They've come out and said, especially after they got the film where it wasn't shaky anymore, and they got it to where you could actually go in and actually see all the movement of the muscles and all of those kinds of things. Why is there even a debate on it? Right. See, and there's companies that specialize into making old film into new. I think overtly, all the debunkers are still there because they're just non-believers in anything. And all they want to do is argue that Bigfoot isn't real at all. That we're all delusional for even believing in it. And that this film proves it. And that we've all been following a lie for all these years. So stop. I think that's what they want, to be honest with you. Right. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, back then there was no AI. You couldn't go in and just do that. And I think that, what I was saying before when it comes to the suit, okay, who made the suit? Who made it? Because otherwise, it had to be one of the two that shot the film that was there that day.
You don't think they could have hired anybody?
No, because that person's granddaughter would say, "Hey, I've got pictures from 1962 when my grandmommy made that for him." Right? Just like you've got Dingus's daughter saying, "Look at the film that I found." I mean,
Dum Dum's daughter.
I'm just saying, there's no proof of where they got these. There's no chain of custody, no chain of evidence showing this was somebody's given to somebody. Now, this is how I got it. It's just, like digging in the dirt and finding a diamond ring, right? You don't know whose diamond ring it was. You just know it's yours now, right?
Yeah.
So there's no chain of custody.
Well, when a story lasts this long, it stops being just about the facts, right? It becomes interpretation, legacy, belief. So this Patterson-Gimlin film exists in a space where evidence and doubt, or David and Jason, collide, right? Team Sparkly. So the Patterson-Gimlin film exists in a space where these things collide. Every frame has been examined of this film. No conclusions have been universally accepted. They've been accepted by some, but not universally. Maybe that's why it endures, because it refuses to be resolved, just like the JFK film.
Yeah, the Zapruder film. The Zapruder film was. I think it shows enough to prove that, there's more than one person for sure.
Yeah.
For me, I'm, that again, it's going to have to take a mountain of evidence, to even steer me in the way of thinking that it's fake. You're going to have to not only prove to me where this costume came from, but every one of these people, Meldrum, Munns, Grover Krantz, all these other people I talked about, discredit every single one of them and their beliefs that it was real. They're going to have to go through and they're going to have to destroy and discredit every person that has ever looked at this film and has said that this film is real and that is not a suit and there's no way it could be a suit. They're going to have to destroy every single one of those people's credibility.
Why? What if that's why they was tearing up?
What if they took that shot from something else and stuck it in there?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just
Prove
saying.
He's dead now.
I am the other side.
I know. I'm just saying. They're going to have to discredit those people. Fully discredit every single one of them.
Steven. Preach it, brother.
That's right. The new documentary is fake. Yes. Fake news.
I want Mr. Steven to be on the show when we do watch it live on the show.
Thank you, Paul. What do you think, Paul? What's your thought on this? I might have to get Paul on my side, so then I have three.
He believes it's real. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more with the evidence that I've heard I'm gonna have to see the film, but I'm on the fence.
Patty's real.
Hoax is looking bigger to me.
Yeah.
Right. Have to see
Haven't
the
seen
film.
the film before. Right. I feel the same way. Patty is real.
The reason I'm doing this though, David, is to give the other side a chance at this.
Right.
I mean, this is important. I mean, a lot of people think this is just bull crap and not important, but it's very important for both sides.
Well, for me, the Patty film is just something that has been around forever.
Yeah.
And it's set the gold standard for a very long time. It is the gold standard. And it's been proven time and time again by tons of people that are professionals in their fields. It's been proven time and time again. So, when it comes down to it, it's not just about the film. It's about the fact that this film portrays something that a lot of people still do not believe is real.
Mm-hmm.
And so your debunkers are the same people who still, no matter what proof was given, are not going to be believing that Patty's real. So they have to come up with some reason that this film is fake, so then they could try to disprove it altogether.
I don't know, a lot of people that I've listened to so far about the whole situation, they're on the fence.
Like what Paul says. Haven't seen the doc, but I think this guy didn't get the inheritance from the royalties and he's pissed. Just to his theory.
Yeah.
See, I told you, money.
Yeah, it's all about money. But what I'm trying to say is the people that I've listened to, and they're on the fence. I mean, these are Bigfoot researchers, big names that are on the fence about this film.
And that shows me though that they may believe in the Bigfoot, or do they? Are they just doing what they're doing to get the podcast out and to make the money off the podcast? Are they true believers of the phenomena? I'll call them in. I'll call them out. I don't give a crap. I mean, what are they going to do? Come on our show? No. I mean,
Oscar is very true. Lots of money in faking what you can't prove, and we know that for a fact.
Yep. Factual.
Fact.
Steven says, as I just got a friend into this and told him to watch the Patty film, and now this says, Lord knows I can't say the nickname he gave it on here, but it's pretty good. Oh man. I'm the same way, Paul. I'll watch and listen to the arguments and have an open mind, but I still believe that they've got to come with a lot of evidence to disprove all the people who's come before and has said definitively this thing is real. And yes, you are right. And that's something that we talked about a little bit ago. Jason and I for a few days have been talking about this. That's why, I'm so, but, and it's not against Jason, because again, Jason's just doing the other side. And he says he really is kind of on the fence about it, but
the film
itself.
Yeah.
And I told Jason the same thing you just said, Paul. And again, it's going to be a big if, but if it is proven to be a fake, it still does not take away from the fact that these things are real. Period.
Oscar's got a good point.
That's right.
People believe in God, and we have no film to even argue over. All we have is faith.
That's right. Gotta have faith, the faith, the faith.
We might have film, though. The Vatican does have a chronovisor. And they went back and looked at the crucifixion of Christ, right?
Oh yeah, the coronavirus.
Remember that? You remember that
Yeah.
show we did long time ago?
Yep.
The coronavisor. Oh well.
Reason is
Did Patterson-Gimlin really capture it that day? Maybe.
Yes.
Or was it a man in a suit? Or a creature that wasn't known to science? It could be. We don't understand it, because no matter how many times it's analyzed, no matter how many times it's questioned, that figure still walked through that creek that day.
Right.
Something walked through that creek, whether it be a man in a suit or a Bigfoot. Something did walk through there.
Yep. And Paul says, only Patterson-Gimlin know the truth. Patterson's no longer with us. So we will never know the truth, just what we believe.
Yeah. And we can listen to all the people with their confessions and stories about the film and what happened, and even the one where Patterson confesses to his wife about it on his deathbed. I mean, I've heard that story too.
Prove
so I don't know, man.
That's what gets me though, is people are sometimes called proof. That's not proof, right?
Hearsay.
When it comes to hearsay, that cannot lean on any side of proof. That's hearsay. That is not proof of one side or the other. So hearsay is nothing. Unless the man can rise up from the dead tomorrow and tell us in his own words, that's hearsay. And so I'm sticking with that. So anytime the movie gets into hearsay, I'm just going to tune it out because it's hearsay. There's no evidence at all in hearsay. None.
So what evidence are you going on that says it's
hard
true?
Evidence. I said hard evidence.
Oh,
it's got to be hard evidence.
Tell me what evidence.
I've already told you more than once. Dr. Jeff Meldrum talks about it. Bill Munns talks about it. Dr. Grover Krantz talks about it. We've had tons and tons of people talk about it. We've had film experts that's gone in and talked about it. We've had people in the industry that make the costumes that have talked about it, that these costumes were not made during that time. And these people were in the film industry at the time. That is hard evidence.
But is that not the same as these other witnesses?
No, that's not hearsay.
How is it not the same? They're human. They're how can you believe one over the other?
That's hearsay though, Jason. When you say Bob says this to so-and-so, that's hearsay. That's not evidence. Evidence is having somebody that's in their field that says yes or no. That's evidence. The film itself is evidence.
Maybe.
So again, when we get to see this new film and these specialists get to start picking this film apart, then we'll have some more evidence. But
right,
because Bob's son says, you know, my dad went to the woods and dug a hole and pooped in it and covered it up, doesn't make it true.
But neither does a scientist that says that either.
At least they've got facts to back it up.
They went and dug the poop up.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to make a name too.
Thank you, Paul. Those guys, You know, those most of those experts like that right there get called into courts and things like that all the time. They don't need a name for being for 5 seconds on a
We know
movie.
some of them experts are totally wrong
Yeah.
through, through personal experiences.
I mean, can experts be wrong?
Yes.
They can. But if they're being wrong, it's because they're being deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
They are purposefully being wrong because they don't want the outcome to be the other.
Right.
So then you've got to say the same thing on the other side. Those experts that say that it's fake, do they have a reason to say it's fake? So, the argument goes both ways. You can't say one thing about one and it not bounce back over to the other.
Right.
So it all comes back to the fact of, is there, true evidence? Yeah, there's thousands of people, thousands of eyewitnesses. I'm an eyewitness. I've seen one. I don't have video
Yeah,
evidence.
I don't doubt the existence of them.
I know. I'm not saying that you did. I'm just saying that there is evidence.
I'm saying that how well do we know Roger Patterson?
Well, I wasn't best
we
friend.
do know.
I was
we
the
do
guy
know.
that had the other film. We didn't go
Yeah.
hang out, drink some beers.
Right, but we do know that Patterson had a criminal background.
Ooh, that makes him a bad guy.
Maybe
50% of the people in America, maybe even more than that, has had a bad background.
I don't.
I've
never been in jail.
I've not had a felony, but I've had many misdemeanors.
I've never had a misdemeanor.
I have. That
'Cause
makes
I'm
me a
sweet.
bad guy. That makes me a terrible guy, right? It makes me a liar. It makes me a guy that cheats because I've had a bad background, right?
I mean, you could be a scammer. Maybe Roger was a scammer.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
Because that's what he did for a living, right? He scammed people out of money and went to prison or what, right? That's what he did? No.
Maybe.
Yeah. Just because you made some questionable choices and had something happen in your background does not automatically disqualify
I agree.
the person.
I know a lot of people
It
that's
does
made
not.
some terrible choices that are really good people.
Right. And guess what? You learn from them or you don't. Then you go back and go back again. But just because someone has a bad background is just trying to push something, a narrative to say that, well, they've got a bad background.
Right.
Well, how about that Hieronymus dude? What's his background? I want to know what his background is. Everybody that is in this film, give me their background.
Stories.
I'm just saying, I want everybody's background. If everybody's background has something to do with it, I guarantee you that 90% of the people that are in this film has had something in their past.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the film. And I can't wait to do it on live.
Yeah.
I don't want us to watch it until we watch it on a live podcast with So let's do that. Say you're not going to watch it until we can get it on this podcast. No, sit there and do this now.
We need to see something first.
I don't want no.
We need to see something first. We need to see if we can rebroadcast it legally.
No, we've got right or you're right.
Right. No, I'm right. I already know I'm right, but I'm just saying we got to make sure we can legally do that.
Yeah, we need to make sure we can do it, but I don't want you to watch it.
Beyond the shadow.
I don't want you to watch it until we do it together.
That's cool.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ha, 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 the whole time.
Good. I don't care. I'm just
she said
I'm just giving these skeptics a chance,
Yeah.
Because I do believe in Bigfoot, but
they don't deserve a chance. Skeptics.
Everybody deserves a chance.
Nope. See,
I don't believe that.
Get rid of that good heart, Jason. Stop.
What am I saying here?
I don't know. You're bobbing your head.
But I don't know about this film. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Movie night at Dave's place.
Of course, he waged to make money. That's not a reason to think it's fake, though. I agree.
Well, I mean, that's going along the lines of everybody that makes a documentary on Bigfoot right now is only doing it and faking it to try to make big bucks.
Right.
That's the same argument you're going to make. And I think that's a false argument. Now, do I believe that there's people that have done something like that? Sure. Why not? But has their documentary done anything like the Patty footage? Hell no. There ain't nothing that's come close to it in the Bigfoot world, you know?
I don't know, Scott.
Hopefully says I'm going to overflow my
What's his
aquarium
name?
because you guys are too interesting.
What's the guy in Canada's name?
Todd
Standing.
Standing, yeah.
I mean, he's got some pretty good footage, I think, but a lot of people think it's fake.
Yeah, I don't.
I agree with you on this. I don't think that that's fake because I've watched it.
Well, and I've also watched documentaries where he talks about, everybody puts up this thing of his sister or something with some special effects makeup artist and all this stuff, blah, 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 in the movie industry. That's not real. It's not even real. It's not real at all. And his sister comes out and says, I wish, but no, that's not what I do for a living, And so, again, I'd go on one of his expeditions. I know Meldrum's gone on a few of them. And so has a few other people.
Oscar says, have to remember to not do water changes during your show.
I'm sorry. We've taken a 1 hour show and almost gone 2 hours with it.
It's a good topic. I love this debate.
I think that it's a good debate. And, like Paul said a little bit ago, I think we've had a good back and forth. And so now this new footage has to speak for itself. It's got to convince me, or it's got to get Jason off the fence and over to the other side. I don't think that's going to be hard for Jason, though.
Probably not.
He's a sucker for sad stories.
I'm still on the fence because I want to give it a chance. I don't know why, but I really felt the guy that gave the review. I felt a connection with him somehow. I don't know why, but I believed him.
Yeah, not me.
I don't know.
I think that the film's going to prove it. The authenticity of this film is going to prove it. I don't mean is this 1960 something film, because again, I've already proven I could buy it today for $20. So that doesn't mean nothing. The authenticity of the film. Who gave the film to her father so she could find it later on, so she could have it done. So then that way she could find out what it is. And then she knew all of this stuff. And then she had it handed to the right people where all this stuff could be done. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's just too coincidental.
Right.
And I don't believe in coincidences, by the way. There's too many moving parts that had to line up perfectly.
I think we're living in two different realities. We're just crossing over.
Yeah, my reality says that it's real. It wasn't faked. And some midget in a costume ain't going to make me change my mind.
A midget? Really? He wasn't a midget.
Yeah. Well, if he ain't tall as Patty, then it's a midget. If you get a 5 foot tall guy in there trying to wear the Patty suit, it ain't going to work. And then this is going to also bring up another thing. How many suits were made? How many suits were made then? You're going to have 2 suits, one that the midget dude wears and then one that the other dude that in the real film wears. Because otherwise this suit's going to hang off this dude like you're wearing you're 9 years old and wearing your dad's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't look
That's
like
why
that,
we need to watch the footage to see
if I'm
how the
saying if
suit
it
fits.
doesn't look like that, then now you're having to say there's a 2-suit possibility.
No, it could be the same suit, but that we just need to watch the film to see if it looks like the same suit. If it's dragging or wrinkled or something like that.
Which you don't get on Patty. So
Right.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm saying, not saying. So
Saying, not saying.
yep. Good thing phones have timers. No water on the floor. Good save. Good save.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this conversation, Jason.
Yeah, I did too.
I had fun.
It was fun.
And I hope everybody enjoyed it and got something out of it, maybe, from 2 different perspectives. Even though mine's right, I won't gloat too much.
I'm not going to go as far as saying mine's right, but there's
I just say that for me, and this is just for me, a lot of people.
I'm on the fence. I mean, I don't know yet.
What I'm saying is a lot of people don't need as much evidence as what I want to require. But I'm going to require a lot of evidence. If you took this to court, you're going to have to prove a whole bunch of stuff. Well, you're taking it to the court of David, and you're going to have to prove to me all of this stuff that I've mentioned tonight. And if you cannot definitively prove any of that stuff, then you cannot dissuade me from believing that this is real.
I know. My final arguments would be the family.
That's money.
Well, we don't
most
know that.
Sell their dead dads out for anything.
Money's hearsay.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
But we don't know that. Just like I'm just saying, the family has come forward and said it's not real.
Yeah. Funny it took this long.
Well, I mean, maybe the right people wasn't in the family then.
No. Maybe the money.
Maybe they were living the pipe dream, and now the new family's back to reality. And I'm just saying, come on now. I believe in Bigfoot. I really do. I believe. But this film could possibly be hoaxed, faked.
I think the new one is. Yeah, you're right.
It may be. I don't know. We're going to have to watch it.
Yeah, I believe it's fake.
You can't prove it's real either. You can prove it's not real, but you can prove it's real, right?
The thing is that when it comes out and then it gets in front of people who know how to look for things in these movies, then they will be able to pick it apart, or they will be able to say the same thing that they said for the original.
Everybody's a professional. Everybody is an expert.
No, they'll be doing the same thing that they did before. They'll be getting industry experts, people who do it for a living.
You do have that in court. You do have experts that come in and do these blood tests and DNA tests, but a lot of times they're wrong. A lot of times they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
No, a lot of times they have something to hide and they don't want the truth to come out. Or they're paid just the right enough money to say something derogatory against it. Because these people are paid. Experts don't come for cheap.
It goes both ways though. On the good, on the light side and the dark side.
I've already told you that.
Yeah.
I've already told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we can watch it.
Hey, Michelle, you've tried to call me twice while we were on the show.
Hi, Michelle. David's attacking me.
I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying that,
Right. Contaminated.
Yeah, that's what they've said, because they don't want to prove that the female mitochondria DNA is human. But how can it be contaminated every single time the female mitochondria is human? That doesn't show contamination. That shows that there's a pattern.
Yeah. I agree with that. No, when it comes to DNA, I really think they've crossed the line when they say it's all contaminated. It's not.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, one or two, cool. Well, I can maybe see that. But every one, nah.
Every
Wrong.
single one and it's the same story.
Right.
Oh, it's got human DNA. Human DNA. Human DNA. Well, maybe the damn thing is part human.
That's possible. Yep. I think you're right.
Oh, well, David,
Maybe
you got any
DNA.
closing arguments?
My closing arguments stand on their own. I think, people of the jury, the audience listening, understand that what has been brought for you tonight is fake news, and I think
So
that we
I'm
should
not going to be portrayed as a Democrat. Sorry.
I think that we should all watch this new film with open minds. I really do. I'm being honest with that. I think we all should watch it with open minds when we watch it. But I still stand on the side that they're going to have to bring a lot of evidence that negates the evidence that's already been proven to show that it's real, right? They're going to have to show me the costume. How was it made? All of these things. They're going to have to show how this, not just so-and-so found this in her daddy's belongings after he died, right? This film.
What if they don't have the costume? What if
Then,
they burn it?
Yeah, what if? I mean, what if the aliens beamed it back up because it's alien technology?
I mean, you
Ancient
can't
aliens
produce
here
something. You can't produce something that you don't have anymore.
Or you can't produce something that there never was.
Well, that's hearsay. Either side,
For me, one outweighs the other because you either have evidence or you do not have evidence.
Right.
So they
have evidence that it's a hoax.
Or you either have
they have evidence that it's not.
That where the costume is, who made the costume, because you would have to have that evidence to prove it was a costume. Okay. That is evidence. You have to, so you're going to have to prove to me that that's who made the costume, how it was made, right? That even leading industry experts of the time say that they had nothing like that. They wish they did, but they had nothing like that. That's number one. They're also going to have to show where this new footage.
I proved that we had nothing like a way. We had nothing like a way to move the pyramid, the blocks.
You're talking.
They did.
You're talking 6,000 years versus 1960s. We're talking two different things.
No, we're not. I mean, it's the same as far as the timeline. It's different, but we can't produce that today. On how to move those damn blocks. Right?
Okay. I don't know.
But they did it.
Maybe. I think it was beamed down. But go ahead. I mean,
I'm just saying, it's basically the same concept.
How would the Egyptologists tell you? Egyptologists say that it was moved by 10,000 people at a time. And they moved it.
I don't believe it.
I'm just saying that's what their evidence is, right? That's what modern archaeology will tell you that happened.
Yeah.
So we do supposedly have evidence that that's how it was built. So I want the same thing on this suit. Who built it? What was the technology behind it? How did they do such a good job of making it look like it was an actual creature?
I think the only person that would know exactly who built the suit, if it is a suit, we don't know. I'm not saying it is, but it would either be Bob Gimlin or the guy that said he was in the suit. And he hasn't come.
Patterson would have known.
Who?
You don't think Patterson would
Well,
have
he
known?
passed away.
I know,
Yeah, he
but
would
you
have known, but
don't think
I'm
that he
talking
would have,
about today. That's the only way we would be able to find out.
right? And of course, you ain't got Gimlin going around saying that it's fake.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, get Gimlin on there saying, "Yep, ha ha, we did it. We faked you all out. Now they got proof." Ha ha ha. Okay, then I'm going to be like, "Look, you got me."
What if
You
he
got
does come out and say that?
Then you got me.
Boom. I got you.
But he's not in the film saying it.
He might come out.
No,
later.
because that guy never said nothing about it, because that would have been the first thing he said.
He may have not been involved in this documentary at all.
Yeah. Would you want to be involved in a documentary that's calling you a liar?
Maybe it's a surprise to him, and he's sitting at home right now in his chair going, "Oh my God, they found it out."
Would you want to be part of something that's calling you a liar?
No.
Right.
But what if the video? Never mind. Let's just watch the video. I don't think anybody's got his reaction yet. Haven't heard it yet. Maybe they have, but I haven't heard it.
He's probably saying, "Oh, none of you people were there. The only person that's alive that was there is him." And that's like saying that I didn't see what I saw.
Patterson-Gimlin.
You're calling
Patterson-Gimlin, and the guy in the suit was there.
That's right. So who's the guy in the suit?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Why didn't he come forward? He or she, right? It might have been a female. They might have got a naked female. That's why they got breasts on it. No, they just went to the college and said, "Hey, here's $20. Will you wear this suit and walk up this thing for me naked?" I don't know, you know, let me put a bunch of toupees around you and let's just do it that way.
You know, they actually showed in that video I watched where they glued hair to the suit's arms where you couldn't see the folds and stuff. I don't know. I got to send you that video and let you watch it.
Yep.
It even showed the breasts in the 60s, how they made them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's called women.
How can you explain what David saw? I'm not saying, Oscar, that I don't believe. I mean, I believe David 100%. I believe it exists. I'm just talking about this film.
He doesn't. He's on the fence on the film. He really doesn't believe it. But again, like I said, they are going to have to come with a mountain of evidence for me to disbelieve it, to believe it was a hoax. That's all I'm saying. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right.
They're going to have to prove where the suit came from. They're going to have to prove where this film came from, the full lineage of this film, not just some dum-dum found it in another dum-dum's shit after dum-dum died. I mean, they're going to have to show lineage of where this film come from, who shot it, when it was shot, where it was shot, every bit of that. They're going to have to say every single bit of that stuff. They're going to have to fully debunk every person that has ever said anything positive about that film. And then I might start getting dissuaded. Might. I'm pretty hard-headed though. I'm just,
we'll see.
Someone doesn't say, "Hey, Dave, the sky's purple," and I automatically believe them. I'm walking outside and I want to look. Right. And then I'm going to look at them, tell them, "No, it's blue, but you've got purple glasses on, idiot. Take your glasses off. Now look, it's blue." Right. That's the kind of person I am. I've got to see things for myself. I'm not saying that I don't believe people and believe their stories, because that is their truth and they saw it. And I believe that people, when they see something, that is something that they've seen. But if someone tells me, "Dave, the sky's purple," I'm going to go outside and I want to go look for myself. And so this, to me, has been proven once already to be real. So for them to dissuade me that it is not real they're going to have to tear that movie completely apart and tell me why it isn't real. Not just a bunch of, my daddy told me this on his deathbed, and that's all. I mean, I want firsthand knowledge on every bit of it that breaks it all down. Not someone's great grandpappy did something. That doesn't do it for me. Just because your great grandpappy was a moonshiner doesn't mean that you could do anything but drink it, right? Doesn't mean that you could make it. So they're gonna have to prove how they
we'll find out. We'll find out. Yes. One day.
We will. Like I said, when it comes out, you know, again, like we've said 100 times, when it comes out, they will get their own skeptics. People will start breaking down their footage, and then we'll see how it feels for them to be in the spotlight as far as this goes. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. They're going to have to prove to me who made it and how it was made.
So here's what David thinks. I believe they have remade the suit, and that's how they got the second film. Right?
Yeah. You get older film, you can remake it nowadays. We have the technology. We can build it better, bigger, better, stronger, right? And you get old film, an old camera, and then you go out in the woods and you refilm it. And then you make this before film of them rehearsing what was going on, and voila, now you've debunked it. It wouldn't be hard to do.
So what is it going to take for you to believe that this new film that has surfaced is real?
That's what I told you. I've told you they're going to have to completely debunk the old one, and I mean completely debunk it. The film, they're going to have to prove to me how and who made the costume, right? Because someone had to make it. And you have multiple times industry people that was in the movie industry at the time that said they did not have that technology. So I want to know who came up with this new technology, and why didn't they go ahead and make a fortune by going to the movie industry and go ahead and sell this technology? Because they'd have made more money doing that than they would ever of doing it on this film.
Here's an example. I knew a guy that was from the backwoods mountains. He acted, I'm going to say it, dumb as a rock. But that man could play a guitar like you wouldn't ever believe.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, what if we had the same situation?
So you've got a person that's so stupid but smart that he can make something that no one else could make.
Yes.
But again, this person only made one, and they must have killed him and put him in a shallow grave somewhere because he never made another one.
Maybe he didn't care.
Everybody cares because he had to make it for money. You don't make something for free. Everybody's got to eat, Jason.
I know, but this guy,
don't get things and do things for free.
He didn't think that way. He thought he was just happy as a little butterfly flying around. He didn't think about money or nothing like that.
Well, then he must have been rich.
He could play that damn. No, he wasn't. He was poor as hell from the mountains and city code.
Mm-hmm. Then,
but he was.
Did he play all
with that one thing that he could do? He done it very well.
But did he just sit on the front porch and play?
No, he played in church. I know that. But he could hear something and just take off.
There's a lot of people that have that ability. That's not.
You know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like saying
Nobody.
hey, there's people out there on podcasts that are just talking a bunch of BS and don't give a crap if they ever get monetized. And they're smart as heck, but they're dumb. But they don't care if they don't want to get monetized. But they're going to buy thousands of dollars worth of equipment to never get monetized. That's the same argument.
Yeah.
Wrong. Look, I could understand someone playing good guitar and going to their church and playing good guitar.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's something that they're very good at.
Right. But again, that
I'm
guitar.
not saying guitar.
I'm just saying that guitar was probably given to him, or the one job he had in his life, he bought that guitar and then he decided to just play it on in church or whatever. But this person had to get the materials and everything else, which costs money. Then they had to create this suit.
Whoever it was could have used animal skin.
No, because you could see flesh. You could see the flexing of the muscles underneath it. You wouldn't be able to do that through leather.
How do you know?
Because you can't do it through. Do you have anything that's leather? Do you have a leather jacket?
It's tight as hell. You can do it.
No, you can't. No, you can't. I have all kinds of jackets. You cannot. I don't care how tight I make that jacket. I couldn't flex a muscle, and you see that muscle flex underneath that jacket. You'd see the jacket move, but you wouldn't see that muscle flex.
If it was thin enough, you couldn't see it.
No, not through leather. No.
Maybe it wasn't leather. Maybe it was something else.
Material. It would have to be.
Is all hide leather from an animal?
Mm-hmm.
Spandex shows flexing. It does. And they did have a similar product back in the 60s of spandex.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, now show me somebody
But
that's
it
made
wasn't called spandex.
Yeah. But then again, show me somebody that's made a costume out of it back then.
I know. It's okay.
I'm just saying, you're going to have to prove to me that the costume was made and who made it and how it was made, especially how it was made.
So that's your only stopper is the costume.
The costume, this new film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I've already told exactly how it could be made today. Anybody listening to this show could go out and recreate it today with the appropriate age of film and everything. All you have to do is go online for $25 and buy the film and get a camera, a 16 millimeter camera, and film it. So again, you're going to have to come up with some more proof than just the age of a film to prove to me that this was made before the other one. Okay. Because if I use an age-appropriate film and age-appropriate camera, the camera and the film does not give a crap what year it is today.
But the quality would be different.
No, it'd be the same. It's
you don't think the quality of the old film would be different than today?
No, as long as it is sealed, then it's good. Now, if the seal is broken, then yeah, it's not going to be very good. It's going to be just like overexposing any film or anything like that.
I don't know how the lifespan of film, so we need to look that up.
No, I mean, they still sell it so you could use it. So must be pretty long.
Well, they might sell it as a novelty. You never know.
No, I mean, I looked it up. Film
was it a novelty?
No, it wasn't. I showed it to the camera, Jason.
Seen it, but was it a novelty item?
No, it was not a novelty item. It was blank film to be used.
What's the name of the film?
Just all you have to do is put 16 millimeter film for sale, 1960s, 16 millimeter film for sale. Unused.
Okay. All right. I give you that one.
Well, I mean,
A 1966 millimeter film can remain usable for 70 years if stored in a cool and dry condition, which would be a safe
supposedly
for us.
that's supposedly where this film was found. Is that not funny?
Color film typically degrades in 10 to 20 years, while black and white can last 20 to 30 years. Signs of degradation include fading, color shifts, a lot of grain. So you could use it. It could have been used.
He is
70 years.
Yep.
What was my free shot?
Yes. Look.
Let me see one there. Let's see. What does that look like? Cross-eyed? Anyway, I need to get off here because we've been on for over 2 hours. And
Yes.
We're going to continue this when we can be able to watch this new documentary.
Yes. Part 2 will be if we can live stream the documentary and talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if that's possible. If it is possible, then we will do it. And Stephen is going to be over here on the dark side, and Jason.
I'm going to call somebody that likes me for stepping up and taking one for the team.
Yeah, buddy. Good luck. No.
They're out there. I mean, I've heard them. They're out there.
What, debunkers? There's
Yeah.
plenty of them.
I'm gonna get somebody with some good evidence, some good talking evidence, and see what you say. Johnny Cochran.
I want to tell you
here
the same thing that I just told you, and I have been telling you for 2 hours and 17 minutes. It's boo stuff. I don't know if it's going to be shown on TV. I'm sure that it's probably going to go to streaming services.
Yeah,
more than likely.
It might come out in theater.
Maybe.
Since it's so popular.
Maybe. If you had millions of people going, I won't watch this, they'd probably put it in some theaters. So, but hey, I think this was a fun show. I hope everybody enjoyed this lighthearted talk we've had tonight.
I was going to wear my new shirt, but I decided not to.
Yeah. What was it? Which one was it?
It had Jesus, Bigfoot, and an alien on it drinking a beer.
Oh, I like it. Well, again, thank you, Stephen. I really hope that everybody got something out of it. They got to see both sides of the argument. So then when this film does come out for everybody to see it, we can keep both sides of these arguments in our minds while we're watching the film. And don't be dissuaded, fellow people. It's a lie.
Oscars thinks I was acting. You might be right. I don't know. No, seriously, I think there's credible evidence that says that film was fake. David don't see it, but I do.
Nope. I must be too stupid. But I'm the next dumb in the room, maybe, but I don't see it.
No.
I just don't see it. I do not.
I see it. He don't.
Right. I'm too hard-headed.
Not a good liar.
Yep. You're not a good liar, Jason.
I know.
So we're going to get off here. Our 1
Yeah.
hour Thursday show turned into almost 2.5. I knew it would. I knew this was going to go a long time. Especially
I
if
could talk about it for a long time. I could go on and on about it, but
Jason and I were, still doing this back and forth. But we will see everybody for Thursday, Saturday. Saturday we've got a good show.
oh yeah.
It's the same guest we were supposed to have on last Saturday.
Yeah, that I messed up and said oh no, I looked the email wrong. It's the 21st, not the 14th.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to have a good conversation this Saturday.
Will Carmen, the window man.
Window man, yes. It's going to be really, really good.
It's about time slips.
Please, everybody, like, share, all those good fun stuff. We really appreciate
Stephen.
it. Help us out. Thank you, Stephen. And thank you, Overtly, and everybody else that has come on.
Randy
and Paul and everybody. Ruth, Michelle. Tons and tons.
We got Chucky.
Yep. Chuck. Yep.
Chuck.
Want to thank everybody for showing up anyway.
Jason.
And being part of tonight's conversation. It was fun getting to read what everybody was saying, especially when it looked like most people were on my side. So
I know. Team Jacob, really? What about the sparkly vampires?
Jacob wins. Just saying,
I really believe in sparkly vampires.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna watch that tonight. The whole damn series. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna be able to call you at all tomorrow. You'll be sleeping all day. Remember, you can connect with us at paranormal411.org. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube for all the latest updates. Join us live every Thursday from 7 to 8, or today, 7 to 9:30, and Saturdays from 8 to 10. Catch us on Subspace Radio and all major podcast platforms. Remember, we do have 3 books out. East Tennessee Hauntings and Lore Edition 2, A Comprehensive Guide to Paranormal Investigations, and The Haunted Ledger. Now, all of these are available on Amazon or directly through paranormal411.org. Join us.
Remember,
Go ahead.
Remember, we got Will Carmen this Saturday, author of The Window Man.
Going to be a great
Going to be a
conversation.
good show.
Yeah, really good.
Hope everybody's had a fun time tonight.
I've really enjoyed it. Thank you, Jason.
It's been fun. Thank you, David, for your expertise and banter.
And my hard-headedness, right?
Yeah.
It's all right.
I mean, come on. We got to have fun.
Yes. If we can't have fun, then we're doing it wrong.
Yeah. See you, Stephen.
See you, everybody. See you.
All right.
Have a good night.
Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows? What secrets the night hides? What strange phenomena might be happening just beyond your perception? Join us as we journey into the world of the paranormal, exploring everything from ghosts and UFOs to cryptids and unexplained occurrences. From haunted houses to all things paranormal, join us in the search for the truth behind the veil. Welcome to Paranormal 411.